Well, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Lab Bytes. I'm Jamie from Carbon, and this is kind of our new series where I just have conversations with awesome people in the industry, and you know, the cool thing is that a lot of these people are actually my friends, and I don't know if Jim considers.
I do.
You know, I mean, yeah,
we finally got there.
Yeah, we last night we got there. But yeah, so just having conversations with industry professionals, you know, thought leaders to kind of share their perspective on the industry and where it's going and what's happening. Hopefully it's some interesting information for you. So today it's Jim Caruso from Ottawa Dental Lab. And Jim, would you tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you guys are doing at Ottawa?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Jim Caruso with Ottawa Dental Lab. So I'm the co-owner of Ottawa Dental Lab with my brother, Luke Caruso. So we're a third generation lab. This is our 88th year in business.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So, you know, we just are more of a Midwest lab. I think when people see a lab of our size, or, you know, we have 400 employees, people think big national labs. We really focus all in the Midwest. I mean, we have customers everywhere, but 95% of our product is still picked up and delivered by our own logistics team.
Wow.
So I think that's a little bit of how we differentiate ourselves versus our competition. We mainly service Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin.
Okay. Wow. Only 400, huh?
Yeah.
When do you guys think you're going to grow a little bit? Like when you when you guys going to actually experience some growth at your lab?
Really, hopefully soon. But our growth really took place after COVID. We took COVID as the time to do acquisitions, the time when everybody was on pause. That's when we probably moved the fastest. So our company in 1 year doubled in COVID.
Wow.
And it was through acquisitions. It wasn't just organic growth, but we really said, hey, while everyone's sitting, let's be active.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you sharing kind of how you guys differentiate yourselves. I think that was one of the things I want to talk to you about. Aside from that, how would you describe Ottawa? What's your niche, or what do you guys specialize in? Or are you known for anything in particular?
Yeah, I think initially it was just, you're a production lab, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing the same thing everyone does. But I think just in the last 24 months, we really focused on, let's be a full arch lab. Let's be a production lab, but let's also have a specialty, right? And that was always something hard for us because it's hard to do multiple things in your own one location. But we really put a lot of effort, a lot of investment into full arch. And I think that's really in our market. Everyone knows us as, hey, a production lab, they can get stuff done. But now we're really getting that next level of respect from our customers of they're also a full arch lab that can deliver on our biggest cases that we do every single year.
Okay.
And that's really what we focused on. I'm always like, hey, if your dentist, a lot of these dentists do 2 full arches a year.
Yeah.
If you can execute those for them and make them easy for them, loyalty is built.
Yeah. And you will see them do many more than that, right?
Correct. You got to build their confidence.
Yeah. And then you're helping them build out a whole nother vertical that they may not even have thought about, right? I mean, yeah.
And we've seen that. We've seen doctors that do 1 or 2, and now they do 1 or 2 a month.
Wow.
And I mean, that's just adding revenue to them. So now they look at us as even a bigger asset to their practice.
Yeah. We always talk about being our dentist's best resource, but think about that as like your biz dev, your business development for your accounts. You know, that's awesome.
And that was where our investment was. Like we obviously do sales just like everyone else, but we weren't really a sales driven company. Like I have 2 sales reps.
Wow, really?
Yeah, out of 400 people.
So you have 2 sales reps with 400 people. Because there's labs that are, you know this, I mean, you guys all know this, but there's labs that are much smaller that have maybe 8 reps or something, you know?
But we've always focused, like, your sales team has to be just, like, really hunters. Because the one thing we have in our industry is, like, it's relationship based, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, after your salesperson gets that doctor, the relationship that's the most important now is with the people within your lab.
Right.
We're not picking up an order, right?
Right.
Like, hey, here's an order. Like, hey, we're ordering resins.
Right.
It's not that. Everything's customized, so they're always having to talk to the managers or your customer service team, and that's where real strong relationships built. So we really focus our sales effort on just getting opportunities and then let the inside team, capitalize on those opportunities.
Okay. Yeah. No, I love that. What's one challenge, or there's hundreds of challenges, but per year, per day, whatever. But what is one that sticks out to you? A challenge that you guys had, your lab had in, say, 2025, because we're shooting this in early 2026, right? So what's one challenge that you guys faced that you were able to overcome, or maybe not able to overcome and you're still really working on it? You know, does one rise to the top, just a particular
I think
thorn in your side, you know?
I think our industry, like on the lab side, it's like there hasn't been a lot of change in the history of dental labs, right? Like when I first started, you did 5 products. Right. That's all you had to do. And CAD CAM came along, there's little change.
Lots of PFMs, full gold.
Yes, we still do them. But there really hasn't been a ton of change. You kind of do the same thing you've always done. Even CAD CAM was looked at as a big change, but to me it really wasn't, right? Like you design on a computer, you load a mill. Right now there's opportunities for big change. So I think where we've struggled is what opportunities do we choose to bring into our labs, whether it's AI or automation, because it's a disruption.
It's very disruptive.
A fear. A lot of people are scared of, like CAD CAM people are scared of. It's proven, right? No one lost jobs, you actually added jobs. And I think AI has that same like, holy crap, AI's here and my company's gonna go from 400 people to 200 people. It's not gonna happen. AI to me is just helping people become more efficient, helping people perform at their highest.
Working smarter, not harder.
Correct. And maybe if we grow, we don't have to add as many people, but you're going to need the foundation of the people you have right now to help you utilize AI to be able to hit the growth numbers that you want. So I think one is deciding where to bring in that type of stuff. To limit the disruption and get the buy-in from your team. So like where can you put it in and like have a super win? Where everyone gets on board. So I think we're still in that stage. Like this year we set a goal. We're going to bring AI in 2 different areas of our business. We didn't determine the 2 areas of our business.
Interesting.
We just said we need to get on board. And if we don't, everyone's going to pass us up. So and like anything, if you don't set it as a goal, we're not going to bring any AI in, right?
Did you let the workflow kind of dictate where the AI fit in? How did you know?
We still don't know where it's going to go.
Okay.
Like just being open, we have ideas. Is it going to be in design? Is it going to be in HR? Is it going to be in marketing? I don't have the answer yet. I haven't personally figured out where I feel it'll give us the biggest win early. So as a leadership team, our goal was that. And for our first quarter rock is identifying where we're going to put it in. And then quarter 2, 3, 4, it's going to be implementing that. But a lot of times when we set goals, I'll allow them to be broad because I don't want to. Sometimes I see people or companies or ourselves, you set a specific goal, and it's hard to like veer off that goal. Where I like to have ways to veer off the goal and still hit the goal.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, setting goals and then establishing the strategies that help you achieve those goals, but different paths to get there. Not just here's our strategies that we stick to, don't vary, and then everybody gets frustrated when they get stuck.
And I'm big on like, you can cancel goals.
Scrap
them.
Some people
are like, no, that's my goal. It's like, no, as of today, our new goal is that goal was bad.
Tell me about, so this is off track, but I think of the same thing with like New Year's resolutions. I know this is weird, but it's like people are big on New Year's resolutions and they'll say, what's your New Year's resolution? I don't make them because I'm like, at any time of the year, I could just decide I want to do this and I can do, like, why would we wait? It's kind of the same philosophy. Why would we wait
is the gym busy on January 1st?
And then it's empty on February 1st.
But people hit their New Year's resolution, bought a gym membership and gave a donation.
So I think it's the same, philosophy. So talking about growth, I want to get your thoughts on, so I'm lucky enough I get to interact with hundreds of labs in my role, and not just in the US, but Canada, Europe, and overall, for the last year or so, specifically, I'd say that labs are reporting like annual revenue year over year, month to month, flat, maybe slightly down in some product segments. Some will say, well, I'm up in all on X. It's the only thing that I'm really up, but my zirconia is really starting. What do you think are some of the contributing factors? And I know this isn't like a softball because I just want to get your opinion on, there's global disruption, political, there's all this stuff that goes on in our world. And, when that happens, it can affect consumer confidence and discretionary spending. Do you think are dentists seeing less patients and the patient spend is down? So then of course their lab spend is down? What are your thoughts on that? And if you want to share like, what you guys have seen, that's fine. Or I'm really just interested in your thoughts on why.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to share where we're at. We always grow double digits, 12 straight years of double-digit growth.
Wow.
Like that's when we look at our company, it's all about growth because we want to grow to give our employees opportunities to grow within our company. That's our whole motivation behind it.
Yeah.
This was the first year since 2008. We didn't do that.
Okay.
We were exactly flat.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And we worked harder than we ever have to be exactly flat.
That's a little frustrating.
So it wasn't lack of effort, lack of performance. I mean, I don't make excuses. Like we dug into it. Where could we do a little bit better? Where could we make up this, right? Because it's easy just to say economy. But if you get into that habit of economy, next thing you know, the economy's doing well and you're no longer in business. So you really got to like test yourself, right? During these hard times. But like everything I've navigated, we use a lot of different tools. I really think it came down to just consumer spend. I think just less people were going to the doctors. People were holding on to their dollars because of some of the unknowns that are happening in the world. We were flat and we brought on 1,100 new customers.
Wow.
And we didn't have, not saying we don't lose customers.
Yeah,
it wasn't 1,100 didn't leave us.
Right.
It was just the average person that bought from us bought a little bit less.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, and I mean, we work with single practice GPs. We work with large DSOs. I mean, everybody's experiencing that. I mean, the DSOs, if you work with DSOs, you'll know, have been more aggressive than they ever have. And they don't do that when they're winning. No. They do that when they got to make something look nicer.
Yes.
And that's what we've had to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just been a complicated year since like end of November, December, I feel it's coming back. We're starting to see numbers that we're predicting we would do, which is really good to see.
Good. Yeah. I do feel, I'm glad you said that because I do feel that we hopefully are at the tail end of that. It is, labs are starting to say, well, I'm starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. Or for a lot of labs, since we're shooting this in February, told me that their January was really, really good.
Yeah. And good January, good February.
Yeah.
Things are looking better.
Yeah.
But like you were asking earlier though too, like, if we didn't do full arch, I wouldn't be flat.
Yeah.
Because that area of your business still grew immensely.
Right.
Because it's new, right? So it's easy to grow a new area of your business. It's new when you're smaller, it's easier to grow, right?
Yeah.
Like all that same stuff. So that's was a smaller department. And so we're seeing 50% growth year over year in that department.
Yeah.
Fix, I think, always takes a little bit harder hit when the economy's bad because all the cosmetic stuff goes away. Removables, it's still function. You need it for function, so people are going to be more apt to pay for function than cosmetics during rough times, in my opinion.
I agree. And outside of cosmetics and removable, you have the bread and butter, fixed, single units or 3-unit bridges. And those, unfortunately, from my view, have become kind of a commoditized restoration. We have, labs selling them for a little bit more,
And
and
some labs sell them for this and that.
Yeah. I've done that actually. And
maybe I have too.
So, I think wrapping up, it would be good to know, we talked about, obviously, you're focused on where to implement AI and automation. Yeah. Is there any particular technology that you guys are focused on, like robotics, milling, 3D printing? Like, is there any particular area of technology that you feel like you're more focused on than others going forward? Or
yeah, I think so. I think it's mostly on the printing side.
Okay.
Like milling's great, and that's done great for our industry, right?
Yeah.
There's a ton of waste.
Yeah.
Like, how do we be a little bit more environmental?
Right.
Like, how do we get stuff that we waste to stuff that we don't waste? And that's usually going to be going from milling to printing.
Right.
So some areas the materials are there. Some areas they're just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get there.
Yeah.
So it's like making sure we're focused on what's coming, when is the right time, because it's not always the right time. Like remove digital dentures, right? It was the right time for that lab the minute they came out.
Yeah.
It was the right time 2 years later for that lab. And some labs, it's still not the right time.
Right.
But it's like figure out what your timing is and when you should bring it in.
Yeah.
So I think just really focusing on that, and then our biggest focus is on our people.
Good.
It's just like people, you need good people, you need people willing to change. The people are what make you where you're at.
Yeah.
And I think we've done it in the past, and so many labs lose focus of their people.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have to have a budget. If you don't have a budget number for culture,
Yeah.
you ain't working on culture.
God, that's a
I
good
hear
point.
so many people say, oh, we have great culture and we work on it. I go, how much money do you budget for culture? And they look at me like I swore at them.
Yeah. But
And it's like, you have to have a budget. And if you have a budget, the one area I don't mind going over budget is my culture budget,
right.
because it feels good and your people react to it.
Yeah, and the rewards are they just keep going.
They do.
It's so funny to your point. I just thought labs could tell you probably, you asked, what's your marketing budget? Right.
Yes.
What's your sales, you're going to hire another sales director this year or whatever, right? What's your budget for expanding, technology, but having a budget for culture, that's a great tip. I think that's awesome. I love it.
And you got to focus on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't do as good as you think you do.
Exactly.
And so it's like having events, having this, but don't do the same thing all the time.
Mix it up.
Do different things. Recognize people.
Right.
We have different program. We just brought a program in recently. Bad year for us. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I wasn't happy with how my year went.
Right.
But my HR team came and said, "Hey, I saw this great thing. It's gonna cost X amount of dollars. Our size of organization, that X wasn't small.
Right.
It's called Bonusly."
Oh yeah.
And what it is it allows our managers and our people to recognize each other. But the ticket is you recognize them with tooth tokens, is what we call them, which have a dollar value.
Yeah.
Would you let us incorporate that? But the dollars are obviously coming out of the business.
Yeah.
And I think they thought they were going to get shut down, and it was like, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing in our company.
Yeah.
And now, I look at it first thing in the morning and just smile, because it's like Jamie is posting about Rebecca about something awesome she did. I didn't even know Jamie and Rebecca communicated.
Right.
And now I see there's this synergy, and now she got paid forward. She wants to pay it forward.
Yeah.
To somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Just find those little opportunities. We had Valentine's Day, so we called it Kind Day.
Yeah.
So everybody had to do one act of kindness. It didn't have to be at work. It could be in your person. And all you do is, we had a little survey, and you just said, yes, I did it. And you got Bonusly points. You didn't have to share what you did. It's a trust thing. I trust that if you said I did it, you did it.
Yeah.
But 400 people did something cool for someone.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
And that's worth, it might not benefit your company, but it's worth money to know your people are good people.
Maybe it just benefits the world.
That's what I mean. That's where
humanity.
we're putting a lot more of our focus at, is just how do we become better people?
Yeah.
We can all improve.
Yeah.
And how can our people maybe be people they didn't think they could be?
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, Jim, thank you so much for your time. Last question, kind of a fun one. What's the best vacation you've ever been on? What's the coolest place you've ever been in the world? With your family, with maybe just with your wife, or even just way back in the day before you were even when you were a younger version of yourself. But what do you think is the cool? What stands out is man, I love that spot, or I want to go back there.
I'm a huge fan of Europe.
Okay, what area? What area of Europe though?
Spain and Italy.
Yeah.
Are two of my go-tos. If you haven't been to Capri, which is an island in Italy, it's fantastic.
Have you been to Majorca?
I haven't.
I want to go to Majorca.
Yeah, I've heard that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we go to the Turks and Caicos Islands a lot.
That's right. So we've talked about that. Yeah.
That's my family's favorite go-to place, and I think it's just a place of peace when you can sit and watch water, right?
Awesome.
And
yeah,
it's the best water I've ever seen. So that's kind of where we do most of our vacation.
Well, Jim, this has just been awesome. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I always love seeing you, hanging out with you. I really consider you somebody who's a friend in the industry, which
Absolutely.
That's something that's so great about our industry is, we all interact professionally, but man, I can't say enough about how much I respect you and your business and love you, man. So thank you so much.
Appreciate you and Carbon and all you guys do for us. Working with Carbon, it's not like working with a company. It's like working with friends.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Lab Bytes.